think I went live long enough. Hold on, let's see. I think I went live long enough. I think we're still
here.
Oh gosh,
we're still
guys.
here. We're still here. We're still here.
I did hit I dropped it and hit the live button. Okay, I think did we come to the same? Yes, we came to the same link. Okay.
We're still good. We're still good.
I think we are.
We're live.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I dropped the stream deck.
Round two.
And we are round two. Okay, round two. Hold on. Let me tell my team because you keep them entertained.
We're good. So, hello everyone. Welcome to part 2 of the Black Friday edition of the Live Streaming Pro Showcase. Okay, sorry, I had to I've never been an announcer. Actually, I have been an announcer before, but I definitely didn't sound like that. Live. We are now. We're now.
Okay,
everyone's saying you're back.
Okay.
We're on a second stream. We're on part 2.
We're part 2.
We're on part 2.
So this is part 2 of our Black Friday special, where we are helping you find the best deals on the internet. And I accidentally just tried to show a piece of gear and dropped the stream deck, which hit the live button over here. And boom, we went off live. So now we're back. We were just live, typical. So I was just talking about the loop deck, and we've got all kinds of amazing deals for you guys at livestreamingpros.com/Black Friday, which we're updating constantly. But this loop deck is kind of like my stream deck, which I'm going to be very careful with now. And this allows me to control the stream and accidentally go live or not live. But no, that was just my mistake because I just totally dropped it. But this loop deck actually adds some physical scroll wheels and buttons. And so I have a whole video about it, but it is an awesome little device as well for controlling not only your streams, but also your computer and other apps so that you can adjust audio on the fly through the device, so that you can change scenes in your software, things like that. So this is actually 15% off for Black Friday. So that's an amazing deal. Team, let's definitely add this to the Black Fridays page if you can. So now everybody's making fun of me now.
No, hey, y'all, but look, everybody's coming on over, which is what I love.
I hit go live quickly enough that I thought it might just connect to the same stream, but it didn't.
You might want to remove that button from your stream.
I know, right?
Profile.
Let me do that right now since I keep showing
only because I could see that being like an act. I mean, I would totally accidentally hit that button by accident.
Okay, but that is now removed from my stream deck.
We are here.
All right.
We are good.
We're all back. Okay, good. Not all of you. We lost a lot of people.
We did. We need 100 more people to show up, and we'll be back where we were.
Right?
It's all good though. But look, I'm watching the number. It's growing. We're good. Hey, we're good. So yes, if you just joined us, we accidentally cut the stream. We're getting back to it. We also had questions over there. So if you asked a question about some of the stuff we're talking about and we didn't get to it, do us a huge favor and just ask it again. Put a Q in front of it.
I've still got Qs coming in. I've got my list of Qs that I haven't tackled.
Good.
Just refound you, Zach. Thank you for rejoining. We're gonna re-promote that link.
Make sure you're subscribed so you get that link
when you go live.
Accident. Cut streaming pros. That's hilarious. I love Sammy.
So for those of you just joining us back, or if you just found this stream for the first time and didn't see the first part of our stream, a couple of major things to pay attention to, like the video if you enjoyed the hard cut. Oh my God. Hey, it's streaming. It happens.
It is what it is.
So livestreampros.com/Black Friday is where me and my team are gathering up all of the best deals on gear, software, and more for your video studio and anything that you're doing video-wise. We also have 30% off of our entire graphics store. So we have overlays to help you look more professional with your videos and live streams, but we also just released the brand new holiday pack that you can get fun little animations like this, no matter what software you use. And we can really create a lot of engagement through that, right? And you can say like, Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays. And you can have little frames and different things that will really enhance your holiday videos and streams. So go grab those because that's 30% off livestreampros.com/store. And we've got 40% off the virtual summit that's coming up at livestreampros.com/summit. So this virtual summit is going to help you create a personalized action plan for your videos, your shorts, and your live stream content in 2022. It's going to be the thing that makes a massive difference in your content strategy for this new year. And now is the time to start thinking about your content strategy. So I would love to see you there. Okay, so thank you so much, Communication, for the super sticker.
You were talking about the smart devices earlier, which so you talked about the actual the dot, right? Which is a nice, simple way for you to communicate and to streamline things. One of the things that you can do with that smart device, I wanted to point this out, is that you can speak to it, you can integrate different things, but you can also integrate like even things happening with your lights. Like, so I have LED lights. You can buy LED lights that are smart lights. If you have any of those things, you can integrate that stuff. There's also profiles where you can even integrate some of that stuff with your Stream Deck. I mean, it's like crazy stuff that I haven't figured out just yet. But I will say this, and if your team hasn't added it yet, they should add a smart plug. They should add some smart plugs to your list. Because one of the things that I do is that, like right now I have my studio lights on. Well, I have them plugged into a smart plug. And so when I come in and I feel like one of my cameras is also plugged into that, so I'm not going to show you guys how easy this is.
I'm trying to get you back. Hold on. I don't know why that isn't working. That's really
cracking me up.
I know what it is. Okay.
She's going to fix it though. She's going to fix it. So I do think the smart plug should definitely be a part of this list as well. And that is because one of the things that Lori and I both always tell people is make your setup as simple and streamlined as possible. She talked about that with the mic, right? That's going to keep you going live more frequently, creating videos more frequently, content more frequently. Because if you have to come in and say, I want to go live today, and you have to be like, I gotta get my microphone over here, plug it in, I gotta get my mic set up or my camera set up, I gotta make sure it's there. Do whatever you can to leave everything set up the way it is at all times.
Woo woo!
Oh! Welcome
Zach,
to the family.
Welcome to the membership.
That's
Thank
really
you.
fun. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, you haven't? That's super fun.
No. So, but the lights, some of these lights that you might be using, they are going to use electricity, right? And they also can make your office or studio hot. So what I like to do is get a smart plug, which what a smart plug is going to do is anything that's plugged into it, you basically say, I always say Alicia because I don't want her to talk back. And I also don't want to trigger your Amazon devices. So I'll say like,
are you kidding? I love triggering people.
You do.
Amazon
Easy
devices.
though. Talk about a pattern
now
interrupt.
that I know how you named it.
Oh, no.
Hey, Alicia.
Her name's not Alicia. It's not Alicia though. I'm saying when I talk about, I say Alicia.
Okay.
So I'll say, Alicia, turn on the plug, and it turns my lights on. And I know for a fact it does operate one of my cameras, which is why I'm not going to show it to you. But it turns things on that I don't need on. So I do think those smart plugs are super, super great. You can get smart surge protectors. And the thing about the smart plug is you can plug in a strip to it, like a power strip, and plug all kinds of things into it. So I also use it for my Christmas lights. So I've got one upstairs, and I use it for the Christmas lights so that I don't have to like reach behind all the crap to turn on the Christmas tree and turn on all the other things. So
right?
I also think the smart plug should be added to the list if it's not already. So yes, Kathleen's got one. I knew she was there. So she's got a smart plug added to the list as well.
Nice. Awesome. Another thing that is on sale, you save $50 with this one, which we talk about a lot around here, the Caldigit So if you're not familiar with the Caldigit, this device is something that you really should consider including in your video studio because you're going to run out of ports. I don't care what computer you have, you're going to run out of ports if you continue to advance your studio and add more things. And this will help you offload a lot of that into this dock. And this is a powered dock, so it can actually handle the power needed by a capture card like the Elgato Cam Link 4K that we were talking about in part 1. I can't say before because this is a different video. But the Cam Link 4K is on sale today, which we have at our Black Friday page. But this is also 14% off. You save $50. And you don't want to plug in a capture card directly to just a hub, which a lot of people have in their studios, but you need a powered dock like this, and it needs to have as much power as it can, or as it needs the right amount of power in order to handle things like those capture cards. So that's a really good value add. You don't have a dock, Paul?
Nope.
No,
Oh.
Paul says he doesn't have a dock. You not have a Caldigit? Or a dock of any kind? I'm shocked right now.
Paul Dixon?
Paul Dixon doesn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with myself.
So I think there needs to be like a Paul Dixon like thing. You need a thing, like I don't know. I'm gonna have to work on this one though. But I don't know.
Mean?
I don't know. There's just I don't know. He's always here. He's always hanging out. We need him. We need something special there.
Well,
just
if
for
I
Paul
could
Dixon.
get him on camera, I would.
Right. So he's a behind the camera. He's a behind the scenes guy. He's
So
behind the scenes.
So Paul Dixon, those of you who don't know, and we're finally getting some of these viewers back, but hi, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is part 2 of our holiday special, our Black Friday deals, and just finding you the best of the best for your video and live streaming setups. Now, Paul Dixon is who we were just talking to. We call him the magical Mr. Paul Dixon because he is the one in charge of creating all of these graphics, not only for us and our live streams. I love that hot air balloon, but also for you. Like, these are done for you graphics that you can get, and we have 30% off sale for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And oh, it's a double decker. There goes the double decker. Sorry, I get so excited. But it's just so cute. I'm just like, oh, I could watch this thing all day long. So if you want countdown timer for your streams, or you want backgrounds that you can add a little bit of pizzazz, or you want, little holiday additions to your streams, I love this one. This one is my favorite. Like, because he throws the snowball, and then look, Santa looks over.
He's like, get over here.
Anyway, you can get those in our store for 30% off for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I know, Tom. How freaking cool is it? It's so cute. I don't know how long it took Paul to do that, but he just killed it.
He's magical.
He is magical.
He's magical.
And he just has a cheap anchor hub. I think now is the time to upgrade your Caldigit.
Sounds like a great Christmas present.
Yes, exactly.
I saw that. That's funny.
Oh. Okay, so let's see. What else?
Let's answer a couple questions.
Oh, yeah,
you said you had some questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tech takeaway. Can you share what mic do you use for audio and what you recorded in? They're using a Zoom H4n, but was planning to get something more robust. So, yeah, what do you use?
I mean, I use 2 mics. So I actually, when I'm live streaming, a lot of times, just because of integration and the way my setup is I'm using the Elgato Wave 3 microphone. So a comparable microphone would be the Elgato Wave 1. This is a USB microphone that's absolutely fantastic. And it does come with the Wavelink application, which is free with the mic. You have to have that mic to use the application, which is how I can stream music. So it's actually like a virtual audio mixer. And so I love this mic. And you can also dial it in. I could turn I could right now, actually, right here. I'm going to turn my gain down and get really smooth and buttery with my voice. But I'm going to turn it back up as I want to be far away. So I do love this mic. It's USB. But when I record podcasts, I actually use my Shure MV7. So this is there's the Shure MV7B. I can never remember it. This is like the USB and XLR version. This mic is great. It's awesome. However, I will say that with that Wavelink application, once they came out with the Wave XLR, which is a interface to let you plug an XLR microphone into your computer, I started having troubles with that. It did work before with my Wavelink app, but I don't use that when I stream because sometimes I sound like a robot, and we don't need that. So I love both those mics. They are going to be what I would call in-shot mics, meaning if you want to sound really great, I actually could put this up even closer to me, but as you can see, it's going to be in-shot. I like it to be barely in shot. I know Luria's style. She doesn't like any mics in shot. MV7, that's it. That's going to be a big factor too, is the proximity effect, right? So I use both of these mics for different purposes. So that's what I use.
I'm sorry. I was totally distracted because I saw this. Who tweeted this? Pedro, who was watching part 1, tweeted this.
Oh. Did he get the screenshot? Somebody put that on there.
And did drop the stream deck.
Somebody put that on there. They said, "Oh my gosh, the ending screenshot." Yes,
so funny. Okay, I'm sorry. Were you done talking about what you were talking about?
Yep, I rambled on a little bit. I definitely rambled on a little bit. But no, MV7. Thank you, Basic Networks and Streaming. I always do that. This is the MV7. The Shure SM7B is what we see is an industry standard for podcasters. You are also going to see that on, if you watch anything on TV and somebody's doing like on the Today Show and they're like singing at a piano, you're going to see that Shure MV7B. It's an industry standard, but it is a pricey microphone. You are going to need an interface if you want to use it for streaming, meaning that microphone is going to be XLR cable and it's going to need to be able to interface into your computer. So if you're going to buy an XLR microphone, you also have to invest in the interface and the cables that go with it, which is a similar comparison to if you're going to use a DSLR camera to stream, you're going to have to buy the Cam Link or a capture card so that it can interface to your computer, for sure. I have a question, though.
Yes.
The Sony ZV-E10, though, does not require a capture card. Is that correct?
So
or does it?
The ZV-E10,
sorry.
It can connect via USB, and a lot of the later model cameras are starting to allow that connection via USB. However, I also have a video that shows you the difference between USB connection and a capture card connection, and to me, there's a massive difference. I mean, it's not so bad that you can't use it. However, it's a good place to start, but I would definitely add that capture card as quickly as you can. And since capture cards are on discount for Black Friday, now would be a good time to go ahead and invest in that. But there is a difference. So if you want to see the difference between USB and capture card connection, I would watch that video and we'll link to it. But it is massively... And not massively, but there's just such a big difference to me looking at the quality and there's a bit of a drag on the movements, and the quality itself looks different. So
I agree. We're getting a ton of comments about webcam utility apps. Now Tom, Basic Networks, everybody's correct. You absolutely can. In fact, Sony has a webcam utility app. I think they all do now.
They do.
Nikon, Panasonic, Fuji.
Exactly.
Here's the difference, though. Similar to what Luria was just describing. You absolutely don't have to have a capture card. You can download that free webcam utility app. However, it's literally going to be like 5-something-p. It's like very downgraded quality. This is my Canon M50. It is different. It is going to get you by. It's free. But like any capture card, is going to have a significant increase in quality when it comes to streaming. So yes, you guys are correct. You don't have to have a capture card. In fact, you don't have to have a capture card with any of the software. You just have to install it on your computer. But you're definitely going to have a much better quality picture if you are going to go into some sort of capture card, very similarly to what Luria just described. But I wanted to make sure, because everybody's reading the comments, and I just want to make sure everybody knows you can do what these guys are saying. Yes, you guys are all correct. But you are making a bit of a sacrifice with that quality, for sure.
And some of the apps are harder to use, right?
True.
So, yes, if you get a capture card, it will help the quality. And so your question that you have to ask yourself is, do I care? Right?
Right.
Is that extra investment worth the better quality? As we were talking about before, the better your videos look, the more people take you seriously and you create that instant credibility. Is it the end all be all? No. Like is it going to help you make more money or help you grow an audience? Yes, it supports that growth. But you also need the strategy behind the content in order to make the right kind of content for your audience so that people actually know, what you're doing and people are actually seeing your content, right? And that's what we're talking about at the summit. So if you have not gotten your ticket, like Jane M, who just got their tickets, this is the time because it's 40% off for Black Friday. Now, we had a bunch of other questions. We have tons of questions, guys. I'm still getting through your questions. I want to, somebody asked, hold on, I'm just gonna go here real quick.
To me.
To me,
Randomly.
I mean. Tom was asking, what are we streaming with? So I'm the one running today's stream and I'm using Ecamm. So you can use StreamYard, you can use Restream, you can use vMix, you can use OBS, you can use Ecamm. These are all services that we recommend on different levels and different budgets and different things that you want to accomplish, and different platforms, PC versus Mac. So Ecamm is what I'm using to run, and this is my favorite software on a Mac because I can do all of the things that I want to.
Shout out Anne LaFollette's here, sorry.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Anne LaFollette! Sorry,
what?
I love
Anne!
Sweet Anne. I love Sweet Anne. Had to say hi to Sweet Anne. She's the best.
Hi.
Love Sweet Anne.
Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Last time I heard from Anne, she was killing
she still is. She still is. She's amazing.
Of course she is. Of course.
She's the real deal. She's the real deal. Yes.
I love her.
Me too.
Okay, so I wanted to mention we do have the Ecamm the other way. The Ecamm is running a 40% off discount as well for new customers. If you're an existing customer, don't get mad at them because we actually teamed up with Ecamm to provide a very special gift for the existing customers yesterday. But if you're a new customer looking to Ecamm, you can get 40% off there. So that is on our Black Friday link right here, livestreambros.com/Black Friday. And I know we have a lot of other questions about like StreamYard and about like gear. So let's get to some more of that. Oh no.
I know. I can't wait to go watch the end of that. Kind of.
Paul was like, "Don't drop the mag" when I was holding the Mac. Thank you. I'm gonna have to do
what
that.
else?
Okay, let's see. Okay. When does the Pocket Cali overlay pack come out? I can't just sell Cali, just like I can't sell like
you could
me.
You could totally monetize that calligraphic.
Cali.
She might need to sign some paperwork, but you totally could.
Oh boy. Joanne, what causes echo issues? I bought the earbuds and have not used them because I have had issues with echo. Well, that's why you're having issues, is because you're not using the headphones. So what causes the echo is the fact that your audio is going through the speakers, and then that speaker audio is feeding into your mic. My mic is up here, that's why I'm pointing there. Feeding into your mic, causing that loop, so that feedback loop. So that's why you're actually getting it. And when you plug those headphones in and source the audio, the output to your headphones, that's going to stop the echo.
That's one scenario.
Thing, yeah.
And it is usually when people, and that only comes into play when you have guests on or you're playing audio. If you're not playing audio at all or streaming any audio or having any guests, you actually don't have to wear headphones because there's no sound coming out of your system. And so what Luria is describing is if you have a guest on and they're talking, well, you're going to hear them speak. It's going to come out of your speakers, which is why you have to wear headphones, because your speakers are going to output that sound and your microphone's going to pick up that sound with a slight delay. And so that's the echo. But the other, if you're using software or mixers or anything like that, then it could be a settings issue, which was funny because on part 1, we were streaming and I am using the Wavelink application. And what was happening is that I accidentally was outputting my browser software. I didn't have that muted. And so I was outputting the browser software. So Luria's, me listening to her through this interface where we're streaming, that's browser based because I'm the guest. I'm on the browser based side. And it was my Wavelink app was streaming it back into her. So she was hearing an echo because of that. So there's definitely different scenarios, but 90% of the time when somebody's having an echo, it's because of what Luria described, which is not wearing headphones and they have the, but it could be a settings thing, which is just one of those things you just have to kind of burp the baby and just get it figured out and make it happen. I know it's a weird scenario, but I like it. It works. It's like it's saying. So, for example, like the Wavelink application.
To get it out. Okay.
It's like, okay, you don't just turn it on and you're all of a sudden going to be this amazing streamer with audio and everything. You're going to run into things like that where someone's going to say, I have an echo. And it takes time to figure out, like, oh, crap, it's because of that. Whoops. Let me mute that.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the LSP membership. Paul is saying we could sell Callie. We could dress her up in an elf outfit. So, who knows? Who knows, guys? Okay, we have more questions coming in. I'm just checking. Sorry for the confusion. I have not had echo issues, and I've been using Zoom for interviews. That's because Zoom actually has echo cancellation built in, which also all of the different streaming services, you can check echo cancellation and it'll fix that to an extent. But Zoom has that just built in. It ducks any noise that is coming in on the background and not your primary voice. And so you're not having that problem in Zoom. No. However, it's going to provide you better results if you do plug those headphones in. And if you do any other type of video outside of Zoom or don't have echo cancellation chosen, then you're definitely going to get that. And echo cancellation only goes so far, just so you know.
Yeah, I recommend get the headphones. Yeah. We had the link in Luria's list. Definitely get the headphones. The headphones and disable echo cancellation. As she mentioned, almost all the streaming services allow you to turn echo cancellation on and off. When you have it on, that ducking that she's talking about is if, you're going to notice because Lori and I are having fun, we're going back and forth. There may be times when we speak at the same time. What will happen is ducking, it's going to pick one person and it's going to literally mute the other person, which
probably not going to pick me.
I'm louder than you, so I'm going to dominate the crap out of that, right? So, but it does, honestly, it can actually make your audio quality sound really it's
awkward.
Just kind of jarring for your audience. And even in a meeting when, you're using Zoom and you're having an interview, that ducking that happens, it's like, it really just can make the experience. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry I talked at the same time you did. Oh, wait, what did you just say? I didn't hear you because the application just muted them. So I personally say get the headphones and turn off echo cancellation in any instance that you can for sure. So gotta say shout out to Pokegal, Ariana. I haven't seen Pokegal in quite a while.
I know.
She's got a great channel and all that. So it's good to see you, Ariana, for sure.
Good to see you. Okay, so next up we have, so we're looking at, if you just joined us, this is part 2 of our Black Friday live stream, where we're actually looking at all of the Black Friday deals that our team is gathering up for you so that you can make smarter purchasing decisions this Black Friday. If you go to livestreamingpros.com/Black Friday and refresh this throughout the weekend through Cyber Monday, we will be keeping this up to date. What we have now is some teleprompters that are on sale.
Let's go.
All right.
Shoot.
So,
I got to get this ready.
Okay, now this is like a lot of different prompters that seem to be on sale. We have, let's see. I'm just looking for some that I recognize. So GVM, pretty good brand. I was hoping my prompters would be on sale. Hold on. So when it comes to prompters, there are a lot of different options. I'm going to look. Hang on just a second. We're going to come back here, and I'm going to see if we can if I can find, oh, here we go. The Padcaster is a good one. This is 21% off. So the Padcaster Parrot is what I use sometimes with my lens when it's really close. So it connects. This is the Padcaster right here. Oh, wait, hold on, let me go here. So this is the Padcaster, and as you can see, it's really small. Like, it's not a big old prompter that is going to take up a whole lot of space. It just, you put your phone in here, and it connects Bluetooth to that, and you can run your bullet points. Don't ever, if you're doing live, don't ever script your live streams, please.
Thank you for saying that.
So that's a really good one, 21% off, and we have that link and others in the Black Friday page. How are you using prompters?
I'm not.
Okay, not at all.
But
okay.
Here's the thing. So
yeah.
I've not had a need for a prompter, right? And so this is actually what I'm actually thinking about buying one. It's in my market. So last year, we're still in 2021. It's not last year yet. So I actually, so as we talked about, I am a spokesperson for StreamYard, and I love all kinds of tech, but I am one of their content creators, but I also am their hosts for their virtual summits when they host those. And the last virtual summit we had was my first one, and
where
they sent me.
I might just point out that Gary Vee was participating in. So
I got to talk to Gary Vee. It was pretty amazing. I almost peed my pants, but it was okay. It was all good. I got through it.
He wouldn't have known because you're on Zoom.
We used the Hop-In platform actually, but it was
yeah.
so great. But at the same time, they were like, "Okay, Mel, we're working on your scripts," and I was like, "Whoa! What did you just say? Scripts?" So I kid you not, I was like, how's this gonna work? I don't use scripts. And so I was like, okay, anyway, here's what I ended up doing. I literally, because I'm scrappy, everybody knows that, I'm scrappy. Because I didn't have a teleprompter and I sure as heck didn't have time to get one and figure out how to use it, I basically put my monitor, my second monitor, I like put it on boxes and I put it up next to my camera as close as I could. And then I had my other monitor here underneath the camera. So it was like this weird setup, but I did that so I could have the Google Doc where they sent me all of it was our run of show, it was our scripts, it was everything together. And I had it right next to my camera lens because you want to be looking into the camera lens, right? That's the idea. So if I was looking at my screen down reading a script, not only would I be reading a script, I'd be looking down here. So I was like, this is not going to work. After that, I was like, I need to invest in a teleprompter so I can basically put that Google Doc up there and I could be reading what they're communicating to me in the Google Doc. So teleprompters, depending on the one you get, if I'm not mistaken, Laura, they can be used in lots of different ways. They can be used in ways where you can actually mirror your stream so that you're looking at your guest, but you're actually still looking into the camera. And a lot of people use it that way for Zoom calls and other things too. Because if you're on a Zoom call, I'm looking at Luria right now. So I'm looking at Luria's eyes, which means I'm not looking into my audience's eyes. And Luria is looking into her camera, which means she doesn't see me looking at her because she's looking into her camera too. So
now
there
you
is
can use your peripheral, but it's really powerful to throw that up on a teleprompter so that you see everything that's going on and you
comments,
don't have to exactly
everything. So for me, I haven't used one, but I want to use one. But I wanted you to just talk about there are a lot of uses for these teleprompters. So you talked about streaming. You could use it when you need to maybe you just have your agenda up there and you just want to have it up there and ready to go. Or maybe you just want to script out your intro so you don't screw that up, whatever it might be. But at the same time, if you're also doing videos on demand or any kind of pre-recorded videos, I know a lot of people like to use scripts for those types of videos. So, I mean, there are just so many uses, but that whole mirroring of even just a Zoom call can be pretty powerful as well.
Hey, Kirk! Oops.
I know he must be done with his live stream.
Your Amazon stream. I just got to check in for a couple minutes earlier. You were rocking it. We're going to be doing an Amazon stream as well this weekend. I don't know what time, date, probably tomorrow though. But yeah, so hi Kirk, good to see you. So along with the prompters, and so people were asking what was it we were talking about? This one is 21% off. This is the Parrot, the Padcaster Parrot. We have all of these links in the livestreamingpros.com/Black Friday page. And then this one is also a really good one. This was 34% off, saving $100. And I have this little coupon so you could, get an extra 10%.
No.
I keep myself signed out on these so I don't accidentally disclose addresses. But this is, $100 off. And this is a great one that actually works with the 16 millimeter lens. So if you go for the Parrot and you're using the 16 millimeter lens like I'm using, you have to zoom your camera in. So that's a really important point. This one actually works with the 16 millimeter without zooming in. And so this natively actually works with an iPad or a phone or whatever you decide. But the kicker is you actually want to be able to, you can add an LCD monitor to like the glide gear option. That LCD monitor will give you more control. I get really antsy with Bluetooth monitors and teleprompters because of the connection that can fail. Yeah. It's another point of failure potentially. And I have been live where my teleprompter fails and it's not a pleasant experience, right? Because you're relying on it. And so those are some things to consider beyond what Mel said, which is all of the different use cases that you can use a prompter for, bullet points, not scripting during live. However, you might have one or two sentences that you want to script and just like get it really nailed down in terms of your intro or outro, putting the interviews up on screen. But yeah, so you can actually add an LCD monitor to some of these and greatly enhance the experience. That way you're not having to use a mobile device and having to connect and deconnect.
Do you have any videos about teleprompters and like the differences? Like, for example, because that's one of the things that's honestly prevented me from pulling the trigger is that I'm like, okay, I don't have, again, it's that whole like mental capacity. I'm like, that sounds complicated. I need to figure it out because I've seen like, for example, pictures where they're using a phone or an iPad, which means I'm assuming they need a special app on their phone or iPad. But then I also see ones where they're not. So I'm like, whoa. So I want it to be as simple as possible and I'm willing to invest in it, but it's kind of like, I don't even really know where to start with what I need. So do you have a video on that? Because if you don't, I'm going to need you to.
I know. So we've talked a lot about it in the Streamer Accelerator membership, where we kind of dive deeper on some of the tech stuff. And we have some plans for some deeper dives publicly coming up in the new year. So
okay.
I can't promise.
Hold her accountable to it.
No, we've got some amazing deep dives coming up in the new year. But the first thing that's coming out is the summit, which Anne just came to. Woo-hoo! Just registered for the summit. I'm so excited to see you there, Anne. This is the Expand Your Reach live summit. If you don't have your ticket, we have 40% off, and we are going to be diving into all things content creation, video, short form content, live streaming. We've got an amazing speaker list and powerful sessions, including Mel. And I'm just super, super pumped about that. Also, if you don't have your graphics, a whole bunch of other people I need to give shout outs to for getting their graphics. We have all of these new holiday graphics that are there, and then all the store, 30% off the entire store. Janine C, Darren P, Jeff S, Scott S, Amy U, Shane Z, Heather R, and a whole bunch of other people. Thank you guys so much for grabbing your 30% off discount and participating in the summit and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we have more questions. Oh my gosh, just so many things. Just ordered the Sigma lens and a ZV-E10. Whoop, whoop. There you go.
I know. Ready to level up SmackDown Outdoors. Let's do it.
Yeah. Dummy battery. Do we have any dummy batteries on the list, team?
I sure hope so, because he does need to get one.
You do
right?
need a dummy battery. Let's talk about what a dummy battery does.
Yeah. You check on the link. So dummy batteries are, so anytime you're going to use a DSLR camera, here's the way this works. DSLR cameras, right? They take batteries. You charge the batteries, you put it in, and you use them, and then they run out. When you're streaming, especially like Lori and I, part 1 and part 2, you might be streaming for a while. You are going to want to be able to plug your camera into the wall so that you're just using electricity to power that camera. The way you do that is what's called a dummy battery. It literally is shaped and fits into the battery slot. However, it has a cord that you plug into it. I never know the difference between DC and AC, but whatever, it's one of those. And that cord is going to go into the wall, and that's going to power your camera. So it's also going to, for some cameras, keep it from doing any kind of auto shut off and things like that, because it's pushing continuous power to the camera. It's also just better on the camera in general. Those batteries tend to get hot, they tend to burn out, whatever. So yes, it looks like we have links to the dummy batteries. Now, here's what you're going to want to be careful about is when you are, whether it be a Canon camera or a Sony camera, not all dummy batteries are alike. They need to fit the camera. And also, I always say, read the reviews, especially when you're shopping for any dummy batteries. The team's got the links there for your Sony ones, but literally some of these dummy batteries, I've had people say that it burned up their camera or their camera got super hot because of it. Yeah. So just make sure you check out the reviews when you're shopping for these, because most DSLR cameras anymore, brand. You can buy them. Yes, that's the one I have. That's the one I have actually basically recommended by you, which is like how everything I feel like I purchase is. My bank account thanks you for that. But yeah, so I do think that that if you're going to go with that whole aspect of it, make sure you get that. Now, also the other thing, Smackdown, is make sure you have the proper capture card, of course, as well, which I think you may. You've obviously been watching, so you heard us talk about capture cards already too. So
yeah, and so that doesn't look like the Go9 batteries are on Black Friday deals, but they're pretty cheap, anyway. They're $25, so definitely a good purchase to go along with that new camera, Lindsay, you got, woohoo! And also I gotta give a hi. Let's see, hold on, Liz, nice to see you. So good to see you. Dishing out, smoking out Black Friday. Love the graphics pack you sent out. Woo woo! Yay! Whee! Let's see. We've got, oh my gosh, I'm so behind on questions, guys. I am sorry. I'm trying
rapid
my best.
Fire.
Do we want to do rapid fire? Okay.
With your list of questions, let's do a rapid fire.
Yeah, let's do some rapid fire questions.
I feel like you have more products to showcase. I'm not sure.
I'm sure we do. We just keep adding them. They're just adding them.
I sent a Govee link.
Something new.
Yeah. I sent a couple of things.
Okay, cool. I think we did get those on there. So we've got, do you have any recommendations for a teleprompter that works with the Elgato Facecam webcam rather than full DSLR cameras? That's actually a really tricky thing. I do have a product. There's a couple of this type of product coming to me for review. I am not willing to talk about what they are yet, because I don't know that I trust it. So I have, there are some that I have tested that I did not like the experience at all. So I haven't ever talked about them. So I have some new stuff coming. So we'll see. And I'll just keep you in the loop if there's something good. But as of right now, I've not found anything I like. You, Mel? Well,
I haven't tested with it. Yeah. And what's interesting is you and I both love Elgato. We love the product, and I definitely that Elgato Facecam is something I've thought about buying, but I haven't pulled the trigger just yet. I think that they're getting it dialed in and everything, but no, I mean, and that's one thing. I think that you even at the summit have somebody who's going to be talking about what you just described, which is don't promote things that you don't know about or they haven't used yourself, because next thing you know, you might find yourself promoting a product because you saw it on a deal and you said, let's just Google it and figure it out. And all of a sudden it's going to cause mishap for your audience.
Yeah.
And I know that's actually, you have a whole session about that at the summit, which I know personally I'm really excited about. So you can't recommend things you don't trust. And I love that you do that.
Yeah, really, really, I protect that viciously, right? There are two sessions at the summit that cover that. One, review products, which is kind of what you're talking about. But the other one, and so how to get review products, when can you get review products based on your channel size, how to get them, and then how to make that a win-win-win for you, the company, and your audience. So we'll be diving into that. That's actually going to be a panel, so you're going to get a wide variety of perspectives from that. And then also the sponsorships one that's at the summit. And this sponsorships is a huge thing, but kind of goes along with the same thing, that same concept. You do not want to promote a company, even if they're paying you, if you don't believe in them, right? And so the guy talking about sponsorships is Dave Wiskus, who his company represents MKBHD, Epos Vox, Thomas Frank, and Renee Ritchie, a whole lot of top YouTubers in their space, and some even people like who you know their names, right? And so it's a powerful conversation, and you do not want to do it wrong. Otherwise, you risk hurting your brand and ruining your career on YouTube, right? Or doing content creation of any kind. But it's also something that's really important to recognize that even if you are an entrepreneur and you're selling courses or things like that, services, you can still do sponsorships. A lot of people think that they're either or, but not. No. Okay, this was totally not rapid fire. We failed at rapid fire.
No, we did.
We totally failed.
We did.
Shall we try again?
It's okay though. It's all good. Okay, do you want to do a quick rapid fire, and then let's talk about more products, because there are a couple more things that I know that we found.
Okay, cool. Real quick rapid fire. Roger, trying to use the YouTube Studio Editor to trim a video and the save is grayed out. Am I doing something wrong? Is it a YouTube issue? You need to preview it before you can save it. Zach, if I get a great lens that's on super sale, what camera should I get to go with it if I want to spend money? See if we have anything on the Black Friday list. I don't think we have any cameras on the Black Friday deals list, but the Sony ZV-E10 or the Canon M50 Mark II would be two great choices.
I've been looking at the cameras, and there really aren't a lot of Black Friday deals, which usually there are Black Friday deals with cameras. And for whatever reason this year, I don't feel like they have any.
It hasn't been the last couple of years, actually.
Well, usually it's old models is when they do it. It's an older model. Yeah. And so I will say this. I know it's not a Black Friday deal, and we certainly can't provide you with links, whatever, but don't be afraid to look for a used camera. That's one thing that I will say is that if you have, especially if you have a camera shop, or if there's you can go online and shop for these. But honestly, if you're really ready and you also are really budget tight, I mean, obviously I think new equipment is always the way to go, but go find a supplier of used equipment, and you might be able to find a really good deal on a used piece. Those types of stores actually are trying to get rid of that inventory and are discounting even used equipment. So if you can find a used, Sony A60-100 or a used, even 5500 is another one that's really old. I mean, heck, you can almost find those for like $250. So don't be afraid to go used. Just know that you are posing a risk there. But I only say that if you are truly like really tight on the budget. If you can afford the new, that's definitely the best way to go, because you're going to get the warranties and some of the other things that come with it for sure. But just don't be afraid to do that when it comes to the camera upgrade as well.
I get scared. I've had some bad.
You might
purchases.
disagree. I was gonna say you might chime in here.
I have had bad experiences with used camera or used gear, even refurbished, which is supposed to be like,
supposed to be like new.
Supposed to be like new. It's not something you shouldn't do, but just be aware that it can't. I mean, but you can also have bad experiences with a brand new gear. So, but
that's happened before
just
as well.
Protect yourself is what I would say with that. Okay, so real quick, we had Animal Paradise, got the graphics, love them, awesome. Oh, I added a third love in there. Whoops.
I like the extra love.
I always say love. That's my thing. Okay, let's see. Do you have any suggestion? Oh, we already answered that. What do you need a remote to control the iPad or teleprompter? Yeah, usually the prompters come with a remote of some kind. The Parrot certainly does. So if it doesn't, you can buy cheap Bluetooth remotes. And that's the one thing I do Bluetooth is that remote. But
what does the remote do?
Controls the speed.
Oh, so it changes. Yeah, because if it's going too fast, you can slow it down. Okay, got it.
Exactly. True. Cameras may go on sale on Monday.
That's totally true, actually. Yes, totally true.
Liz is asking, what is your favorite system for hosting your videos / class content? Lots of services out there. Thinkific, Kajabi, lots of them. I use Searchy, and our students freaking love that experience. It's a fantastic Searchy Hubs. So Searchy is a transcription service, but it also has that Hubs experience where you can deliver course content. What do you use?
Yeah, that founded by Stu McLaren, who knows memberships. He literally is the membership guy. So he built his own product. I use Kajabi. So my online courses and my stuff is hosted on Kajabi, but that's only for like monetize. So when you enroll in a program, obviously, you've got other hacky ways you can kind of get around it. There's Vimeo, there's YouTube where you can embed things and stuff. But I definitely like the idea of owning and hosting your own content, especially if it's paid in something like a platform like Kajabi, Thinkific, Skillshare, or not Skillshare.
Did you just say Thinkerific?
Thinkific.
One of my team members says that. Greg says Thinkerific all the time.
But the other one is Teachable. Teachable is also great. That's another good one as well. Find one that has good support. Look for a Facebook user community. I always say when you're going to use a platform, something like that, you're going to run into tech. You're going to run into things you can't figure out. Find one that has a really good supportive community for sure. So,
and I will say this: there's no one perfect answer. There are pros and cons to every single one of these platforms. I have used them all over the years, and I will say, as much as I love Searchy Hubs, like, there are some cons to it as well, right? But the pros for me outweigh the cons, and that's really what it's about. You're never going to find a service like this that is perfect for all of your desires and hopes and dreams. So just go in understanding that you will need to make some compromises, whatever platform you use. But it's just a matter of deciding. Callie, I didn't see the Mac. Did we have the Mac on the page? I want to come back to deals here in just a second, but Kempire just got the holiday graphics. Woo-woo! If you're wondering what the holiday graphics are, they're on our store, livestreamingpros.com/store, and you're going to see different things like these countdown timers that are either transparent or not, depending on what platform you're using. You could do something as simple as snow. You could get little happy holidays, little graphics. You could get frames and little snowmen or Rudolph.
Aww.
Isn't that so cute? That is so cute. Elves that throw snowballs. Like, you have all kinds of fun options.
And then Santa
there.
comes in.
And then Santa comes in. That's my favorite one. I love the Santa pop in at the end. So you have lots of different options like this that you can get for your holiday graphics and just really enhance your engagement with your streams. So we would love to see what you do with those. All right, I had
a pro tip. So CK talking about the cameras, right? That they sometimes go on sale later. Something that's really cool about Amazon is put the link in your cart. So I would say,
talk for a second. I'm going to go some water.
Yeah, no, go ahead. So honestly, like LSP team, let's make sure that we're also putting links to any of these products that we use that we recommend that maybe aren't on sale right now. But here's the deal. Put that link, add it to your shopping cart on Amazon. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon will actually notify you if the price goes down, if you haven't bought it yet. So put it in there so it's in your shopping cart. That way you don't have to come back and be like, wait, what did they say again? So put it in your shopping cart and just let it stay there. And then that will actually let you monitor it and see, hey, is this going down? Is this fluctuating in price? Like, literally, I still can't believe that Sigma lens that we talked about earlier, that is the lens that I'm using. It's also the same lens that Luria uses, which gives us the blurred background. That is crazy on sale. I swear I looked 2 days ago because I have been on the market about, I want to get another camera. And when I get that other camera, I want to get this lens again. And I've been kind of looking are these on sale? Are these on sale? They haven't been. That Sigma lens is on sale today. It's probably going to go back up. I'm going to guess whether it might be that it goes up at 6 o'clock tonight. I mean, these Black Friday deals are just kind of crazy. So anyway, my point is put it in your shopping cart so that you have it there. You don't have to go back and remember which item was that. Not sure yet. Or maybe it just isn't fitting your budget just in the moment. Know that Black Friday is a great time to buy this tech, but at the same time, maybe it's just not the right time for you. But you can save it in your shopping cart. You can also create a list. You can actually create a little favorites list, a shopping list, maybe do one of those. Just do that so that you don't lose track of these items, because it is hard to keep up with sometimes all these different pieces of tech that we need when it comes to this stuff. So that was kind of a quick tip I wanted to share with you all. Now, while Loria's gone, she's back.
Sorry about the mag. That turned out to be an Intel mag. I would go for the M1s if you're going to buy a Mac. Because they're cheap, right? I mean, like, $600 for a Mac Mini M1 if you're going to go that route. So sorry about that. I just wanted to point that out since we did link to it.
I mean, that Sigma lens just went on sale, right? It went on sale today, which is So again, put these things in your cart. You never know. The price is just, like I said, if something's not on sale right now, it might be on sale tomorrow. It might be on sale Monday. So put it in your cart, save it in a list. So use these links that the team's providing. That way you know what it is. That way you don't have to go back and say, which one was it or whatever. So
yeah. CK was asking, are there any low arms for the low profile on sale? I haven't seen any low profile ones on sale. Elgato doesn't have them on.
I just got my low profile from Elgato, but I don't think it's on sale. And what CK is talking about is my arm.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I didn't see
This is the Elgato low profile arm. So it's so low. It only comes up, but I can also raise it.
You're going to go for a mic arm? That is the way to go.
It's a good one. There's a couple of things I don't love about it, but again, I like it so much that I don't care. Now, this is another arm. This is not a low profile arm because it is actually it's big, it's tall, it's going to come up high, but the low profile arm will go under a monitor, which is actually really convenient about it. And that's why I like it, because I want it to come here. And when I'm done streaming, I can get out of the way. I can just move it over here. And it's
hands-free.
And I run into everything. So yeah, so I definitely like it because of that. Because when I work, I don't want to have my mic in front of me. I want to move it out of the way.
Yeah.
But I do like that about it a lot. So very, very cool. That's the Elgato low profile. Their other arm is also too, but it's not low profile. It's a little taller.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
The over the thing arms, I always get frustrated with. That's why I like the low profiles. The only other low profile arm on the market is a lot more expensive. And so I would, they have that, and it kind of goes in and out of sale. So if you do get them, you can steal my love, don't worry. So yeah, we were talking, somebody mentioned the in-ear headphones, which we were talking about earlier in part one of this. So definitely get an extension cable for your in-ears. These are actually pretty short cable, so they don't go very far, which is unfortunate, but yeah.
Which not necessary unless you're going to be like Lori and I, and we like to dance and move around and do stuff.
Yeah, we do.
One of those things.
Well, but even just sitting at your desk, I do find it's too short. Especially if you're going behind and then
because you can go behind
right?
you. Yes, yeah. Totally agree.
So you had mentioned lights. Sorry. I think that you were wanting to look at the Govee.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I think that these Govee lights are super slick. I like the Govee lights a lot because they're easy to set up, but these light bars. So there's the whole Philips Hue products. They're really expensive.
They are.
They're great, but they're really expensive. And Govee has now come out with light bars as well. But any of these Govee products are going to be great, honestly. But these are great products if you want to have kind of that look where you're reflecting light off a wall, or I used to have LED lights literally attached to the back of the desk behind me. Now I actually use light bars that kind of shine up, but I actually kind of miss the look of the LED light strip, and I've been thinking about going back to it. But there's a couple things when you have these. Now I recommend smart light strips, LED light strips, for a couple of reasons. We talked earlier about, hey, you walk in the studio, you want to be able to say, hey, Alicia, turn on my studio. You can set up scenes and, like sequences of things with these smart devices. These Govee lights will work that way too. So if you want to sit and you're double, your studio is kind of a dual purpose, meaning you're sitting here working, doing email, doing whatever it is you do, but it's also your live streaming studio, which is how mine is. I don't want all these lights on it all the time because it's just I don't need them on. I don't want to wear them out, and I want to save electricity. And it can get hot, right? It can actually increase the heat, which this time of year I kind of like because it's chilly down here. But I can actually set these up so that I can program a scene where I say, get studio ready, and everything will change. The other thing that's cool that I've not learned or I've not tinkered with enough yet, I know it's capable, but if you're a streamer that's using Stream Elements or doing other things, you can also program things or buttons to make the scenes change. So right now, lights are just simple. They're purple, they're static. But I could change it to a scene where it changes and flickers. So let's say when Luria gets one of those super chats, she could maybe hit a button that programs and all of a sudden changes the scene of these Govee lights. And so if you're one of those people that's wanting to add an off-screen engagement piece, then using smart lights and smart devices is actually a really cool thing to go. And I know that the Govee brand is definitely highly recommended by streamers for a lot of reasons. They don't flicker like a lot of the other lights do when you're using some of these DSLR cameras. So I definitely saw that they almost always have good Black Friday deals. Some of their lights are almost 50% off. So definitely check out the Govee brand and Govee lights. And I know that you've got a link in your list as well for that.
Yep,
so
we do. If you go to livestreamingpros.com/Black Friday, you'll see everything we've linked to. Also, it looks like Elgato is supposed to have a ring light deal starting tomorrow. So speaking of tomorrow, expect me to be on Amazon streaming and looking for additional deals. So let me just call it. I'll just say 10 a.m. tomorrow. 10 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday. I'll be hanging out on our Amazon channel, Live Streaming Pros. So come hang out. You'll find new deals, more things.
I did not know you were on there. Okay, I'm going to go find you and
know I
subscribe.
was
I'm
on
going to follow
Amazon?
you. So no, I didn't know that.
We haven't streamed in a little while, but yeah, we've been testing.
Is it under Live Streaming Pros?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody go to Amazon, go to
Pros.
search for Live Streaming Pros. Let's find it, or somebody put a link in there. So that you can follow, because it's just like YouTube. You'll get notified on your Amazon app when Luria is live, which you definitely want to do. I love the whole Amazon Live thing that's going on right now. I think it's super fun. It's kind of like Home Shopping Network, but just fun. I mean, seriously.
It's 10 a.m. Santa's coming. But today, what you can do is there are 3 things I want you to do. 3 actions I want you to take. First of all, you're going to go to livestreampros.com/Black Friday, and you're going to refresh this page throughout the weekend and throughout Cyber Monday, because our team is gathering up all of the best deals on video gear and equipment that so that you don't have to do that yourself, right? So we're scouring the internet, we're putting in all the work, and then giving you the best of the best. Then, secondly, if you want fun graphics like this, or this, and snow, or you want to do something like that, and you want to have more fun countdown timers. So whatever you want to do to spice up your streams and also just add some more professionalism with overlays and different things that you can create more engagement with, you're going to go to livestreampros.com/store, where you get 30% off all graphics on that entire store through Cyber Monday. Actually, we're doing Cyber Tuesday. And then we also have the Live Video Summit. This is your ticket to create better content for the new year. So in 2022, if you want content that's going to be effective to grow your audience and to grow your revenue, this summit is going to have all of the speakers and all of the sessions that you need. And it's interactive, and it's going to help you create a personalized action plan so that you know exactly what to focus on, and so you're not distracted by all of the pretty little things. Oh, shiny object syndrome.
All the pretty little things.
All the pretty little things. And then join me tomorrow, Saturday. I don't know why I said that. 10 a.m. Pacific on my Amazon channel, where we'll be doing this again, and answering all your questions, finding new deals. Mel, what do you got going on? What do you want to share?
Oh, what do I have going on? So honestly, for me, I'm actually just excited. First of all, I'm super stoked and honored to be a part of the summit. I'm very, very excited about that. 2022 is definitely the year where I want to be able to, just showcase and share things my knowledge with other people, the things that I'm passionate about on stages, on other people's stages. So the summit, definitely super excited about. Honestly, my big goals right now, when I say big goals, it's pretty simple. I am really trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm definitely working on focusing on being more strategic over there. So I'm getting ready to make some shifts, some changes. The other day when you were talking about letting go of your darlings, one of my darlings is my countdown. I need to trim my videos and let go of my darling, which is the countdown, because it is more strategic to trim out some of that fluff in your videos. And so that's actually a focus I'm looking at in 2022. It's just being more strategic, learning a lot of things I'm learning from you. But also that's why I'm excited about this summit, because it's one thing to be having fun and doing these things, but if you can be doing this, having fun and making money in your business, that's a whole nother ballgame. And so that's my big focus in 2022, is to really make sure that I'm strategically aligned with revenue streams and whatnot. I'm going to continue to be affiliated and partner with StreamYard because I'm really excited about what the team's working on over there. But really, I'd say my call to action and what I'm working on is come follow me over on my YouTube channel at Melanie Diane, because we get pretty scrappy over there. Luria shows you how to be fancy and do all the crazy things, which we do as well. But honestly, I love to, I'm also a Canva certified creative. And so that's another thing that my audience leans on me for, are how to use Canva to create your own graphics. And I'm actually getting ready to start creating videos for their channel as well. And so we talk about that kind of stuff. How can you get started with these applications to make your live streams better, to make your marketing better, and to put yourself out there? Literally, I'm very passionate about everyone putting themselves out there. So those are the types of things that we talk about and geek out over on my channel at Melanie Diane. So come hang out with me, help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna have a big party when we get there. It would be awesome if I could do it before the end of the year. We're getting close. We're getting close.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of my big thing right now.
Cool. I love it. And I just changed your URL over there. There you go.
There you go. That's right. Yeah, because I am going to be launching my boot camp again in the beginning of the year, but I'm retooling it a little bit. Nice. Because it's all about implementation. I think you and I have talked about this, that we can teach people why they need to go live and we can tell them how to do certain things. But I do think that where a lot of people need help and need coaching is certainly in the areas of their content, but also confidence. And so it's more of the boot camp is going to be more of an implementation program, really helping people take the action, because I'm very big on this. Taking the action gives you the courage. Yeah. People think they got to wait for the courage, then they take action. It's the other way around. So my whole goal is to get people in action, to get them launched and get going and get confident with live video.
I'm all about the action.
Right?
so important.
It is
so important. I want to give Mel a big shout out. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and going over all of the gear tips and gear deals and just hanging out and having a grand old time. You guys, this is not the end of our help for you with Black Friday, so pay attention and we'll continue to find the best of the best for you. But thank you so much, Mel.
This was fun. I'm so glad you reached out. This was a blast. Seriously, I love your audience. I love your people. You have a great community. It is literally one of my favorite places to come hang out. So whenever I get to actually come hang out with you as well, it's always so fun. So definitely thanks again, Lori, for having me. This was a blast. And I am so glad I was here, because I may not have known that Sigma lens was as crazy on sale as it was.
Right?
And I'm just excited that mine comes on Sunday. And I don't have a camera to hook it up to, so now I'm probably going to go do what SmackDown Outdoors is, and I'm probably going to go buy a camera too. So, yeah. Watch out.
Well, we'll keep you updated if there's a camera that goes on sale
I'll be watching
now and Monday. You guys, you rock. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and sharing your excitement. And don't forget to go grab those discounts that we've provided to you. And we will see you next time. Put those dancing shoes on. We're going to dance this baby out. You ready? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I gotta find the right song.
Go